weather forecast. Mostly sunny today, high of 90. Partly cloudy tonight, low 68. Partly sunny, 88 tomorrow for Friday. Partly cloudy, high of 90. Partly cloudy, 92 on Saturday. And for Sunday, sunshine with a high of 92. Overnight low was 66. Yesterday's high was 86. Currently, humidity at 89%. Winds from the south-southwest or south-southeast at 4 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.11. Sunshine right now, and we've got 75 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
That means it's Wednesday.
You think?
I think. Oh, it's so good to be here with you. I'm glad you're back. We miss you when you're not here.
Thanks. I
mean,
appreciate that.
I don't want to make it sound. I don't want to get like schmaltzy about it or anything like that.
Telling dollars talk.
No.
That's
See,
right.
Odie's. We're going to talk about
He's my
Colonel
agent. He's my agent.
Colonel Tom Parker coming up here in a few minutes, and
Right.
you're trying to turn into Colonel Parker on me with
By the way,
with the morning guy.
Want to send out a big thank you to a Fairfield boy, Jeff Basher. He lives about an hour north of Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And, he drove down and had breakfast with us on Sunday.
Good guy.
And then he took us on since he knows that area
Right.
pretty well, took us on a personal tour of some areas of the
See any
Smokies.
bears?
We did. Saw a couple of bears. Got a picture of one
Really?
on my phone. Well, at least the top of one.
A bar?
A bar. A bar.
Well, the great provocateur is here, Ken Odie, who stirs it like you can't. Goodness gracious!
He stirs it like he's stirring sugar and coffee.
Speaking of coffee, see this right here?
I see
it's
that.
no longer
Taboo.
morning
Forbidden
tepid
fruit?
water, which was for the last 2 days. I'm back on. Here's the thing. Let's keep mum's the word. We don't need to tell the wife about me having coffee again. Okay?
Okay.
It's just between the three of us.
Got it.
We will not
Don't
mention
say
it.
a word. It's just going to stay in this room right here.
You know what that
Okay?
comment is? That's leverage from my
That's right.
contract talks.
There you go.
There you go. Hello, Carol. Listen, didn't want to say anything bad about Mike, but he had a lot of coffee this morning.
Nah, I wouldn't say that to Carol. I'd say that to you, Mike.
I'm
if
doing
you
much.
don't want me to talk to
I'm
Carol.
going to tell you something. I didn't feel well while you were gone. I'm not
That's
much
what
better.
I
I did an
heard.
emergency room run on Sunday.
Man.
But I'm okay now. And
That's
by
good.
the way, I'm ready. I think the three of us need to go together. And I love the idea of pork burger pizza. What do you think? Who's gonna be the first to put it in the oven? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Is this a race between our local pizza makers?
I think so. I think it should be.
Pieces of pork burger, maybe a little pineapple.
I don't know if
wouldn't
you
be
want
bad.
to. Why would you ruin pork burger with
Well,
pineapple?
here's
Pineapple
okay.
goes good with pork.
So I've been down to Classic,
Yeah.
and I've had their barbecue chicken pizza.
Yes.
Why couldn't you do the same thing with a pork with little pieces of pork burger on top?
Wonderful idea. Just a wonderful idea. And see,
I
that's
like
the thing. That's what this radio station stands for. Innovation.
How about crust?
Ideas.
Crust and a great big pork burger right on top of it.
Okay.
That's what we do here.
Yep.
Besides, bring in
and
Odie.
you know what? We're so community friendly that I will just give that idea out to someone who
So whoever picks it up.
Yeah.
There's no patent on
charging.
this.
We're not gonna. There's no rights fees involved.
Nope.
Well, we get to taste. We get to taste.
Well, I think they ought to bring the first one out
Yeah,
here.
we get to taste.
Founders
it, but
Festival pork burger pizza.
What a great idea.
I like it.
Ken Odie's here.
I like it.
And I just want to say, we'll stumble across some of the mines that you've laid this week on social media. We'll
Not
get there.
mines, they're Easter eggs.
I'm just telling you, you get. I think you actually said you got people's hearts pumping.
Well, last
week.
night I did.
Oh, I can't wait. Don't go
we
there.
gotta
Don't go
hear
there
this.
yet. It's too good.
Okay.
It's way too good. But before we do that, I have in my hands the bucket of bunk.
We want the bunk.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Give us the bunk.
Abner Doubleday's birthday today.
founder of
Old Abner.
the baseball
well, now
guy.
that's up to some sort of controversy, my friend. I'm not so certain that you can say that. Now, Mike Shannon says that when this is what he says.
Old Abner Doubleday. Yep.
Poor Mike. God, he needs to retire so bad. Abner was born on this date in 1819. He died at the age of 73. He was a Union Major General in the Civil War. He fired the first shot in the defense of Fort Sumter. Did you know that?
I did not know
know
that.
that.
Wow.
The opening battle of the war.
Learn something new every day.
After the war, he obtained a patent on the San Francisco cable cars, which are still running today.
And he invented baseball.
In I'm getting there.
Okay.
1908, or 15 years after his death, there was a commission put together by the National League president to find out who the inventor of baseball really was. And that commission said it was Doubleday who invented the game in a pasture near Cooperstown, New York in 1839. Now, he never claimed to be the inventor of baseball. There's nothing in any of his notes. There's nothing. In fact, when it was supposed to have started in Cooperstown, he wasn't even living in Cooperstown at the time. But he gets credit for it.
Now, does he get credit because of the fact that in the Civil War, didn't he have his guys play baseball as a...
He actually had bats commission. He
Okay,
made
that's
bats
what I thought,
and balls as well to play during. That's 20 years after it supposedly. 1839 is when it was invented, apparently, in that pasture. Anyway, but there's lots of dispute as to whether or not Abner Doubleday really. In fact, when I started looking this up, it was more about his war record than it was about baseball,
Now-
because there's a lot of people don't think he did.
So if it's not Abner, who was it?
There's three different guys that take credit.
Okay.
But I don't remember their names. And
Al Gore.
Just like there are three guys taking credit for the barbecued pork burger pizza.
there will be three guys that will take credit for the pork burger pizza when it comes up. Peter Lorre was born on this date in 1904. Do you remember the lyrics of the Al Stewart song? He goes strolling through the crowd like Peter Lorre. Yes,
You're the cat.
You're the cat. That's it. Well
right.
done. This is your brilliance is missed.
Well,
What can I say?
Oh, I had
Post-vacation
to,
mind
I had
is
to
clear.
reboot.
You did.
That's
He
why
died.
I was rebooting.
He died in 1964, only at the age of 59. He was a child.
Yeah,
Peter
He
Lorre.
was young.
Born Laszlo Lowenstein.
Yeah, Peter Lorre just sings.
Much better.
It sings better.
He left Germany as Hitler came to power. His first film was in a Hitchcock film called The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1934.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
1941, The Maltese Falcon. This guy was in an incredible amount of very good movies. 1942, Casablanca. Arsenic and Old Lace in 1944. I mean, these are classics.
Yeah.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in 1954. He was the first Bond villain in the movie in 1954, the first Casino Royale. Peter Lorre. And Al Stewart immortalized him in song. Mm-hmm. Colonel Tom Parker was born on this date in 1909. He was born, this is a fascinating, did you know the story on Tom Parker?
Nope.
He was born Andreas Cornelius Van Chukuk.
Yeah, Tom Parker.
Tom Parker.
Yeah.
Tom Parker.
Yeah.
Born in the Netherlands. At 18, he jumped ship to arrive in the United States. He never held a legal passport during his time in the United States. There was an alleged murder in his native country that he was involved in, so he never allowed Elvis to ever go overseas, and he never went overseas, and he never held a legal passport to the United States. He was an incredible. He saw Elvis took over. The governor of Kentucky gave him the title of colonel.
Yeah.
He had an unbelievable gambling problem. When he died, he was worth only $1 million.
Now, here I can just imagine the ceremony when he became a Kentucky colonel. And now we'd like to recognize Andreas. Tom Parker is the newest Kentucky colonel.
Babe Richardson Dickerson Zaharias was born on this date in 1914.
I think one of the two greatest female athletes in U.S. history.
I don't think anybody would dispute that. She died in 1956 of colon cancer, but she was she won 10 LPGA golf championships. She was a basketball player. She pitched in an exhibition in 1934 against Dizzy Dean.
Wow.
And threw a curveball that struck out one of the Red Sox. Is that incredible?
Wow.
Anyway, she won 2 gold medals in the
Now,
32 Olympics.
Was that for swimming?
I think no, it's track and field.
Track and field. Okay.
Track and field. After she was named after Babe Ruth. That's what her nickname was, after Babe Ruth. She was a seamstress. She also was a singer. She could play the harmonica. She married George Zaharias in St. Louis, Missouri. He was from Cripple Creek, Colorado. He was a wrestler, and he was known as
Was he a wrestler
Or a
wrestler?
he was a wrestler.
Oh.
He was the crying Greek from Cripple Creek.
Ooh.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, she died of colon cancer when she was only 45, but she was still a top-notch golfer at that
Yeah.
time. Patty Smythe was born on this date in 1957.
Scandal.
Scandal, that's it. Married who?
Oh.
She
Don't know
married
that
John McEnroe
Really?
in 1997.
I did not know that.
2 daughters. With Mac, she had a daughter previously. They live in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. She had a number 2 song, Sometimes Love Just Ain't Enough, and that was a duet with Don Henley. That was the highest ranking
Okay.
song that she
Sometimes
had.
love ain't enough. You got to have pork burger pizza.
That's right. That's right.
I tell you what,
now,
I'm
did
starting
her
to get
and-
some. I feel like I could use a pork burger pizza
Now,
before
did
this
Patty
hour's out.
and John's marriage break up after he threw a tennis racket?
No, they're still they're
Still going strong?
Still going. Yes, they are.
Wow.
You remember he was married to, who was he married to? He was married to a child star right out of, she won, okay, I'm going to need the,
Was it Tatum O'Neal?
Yes, that's it. He was married to Tatum O'Neal. She had some
Issues?
chemical issues,
Had some issues.
and they divorced. And then he married Patty Smythe. In 1804, on this date, the Lewis and Clark expedition reached the mouth of the Kansas River after completing a westward trek of nearly 400 river miles. On this date in 1917,
It's funny. Was there a sign up when they reached the mouth that said Kansas River?
welcome to Kansas, rock chalk. 1917, General John Blackjack Pershing arrived in France with the American Expeditionary Force. The French immediately,
Surrendered.
yes, they did.
Right.
Yeah, now they were our allies then. 1959, CBS journalist Edward R. Murrow interviewed Lee Remick. It was the 500th and final guest on Person to Person, the TV show that he did. 1963, JFK announced, Ich bin ein Berliner. That's right. I am a Berliner at the Berlin Wall. 79, Muhammad Ali, at 37 years of age, announced he was retiring as the heavyweight boxing champion. 85, Wilbur Snap, ejected after playing 3 blind mice during a baseball game.
Yeah.
The incident followed a call by umpire Keith O'Connor. They don't do that anymore.
That's good.
I
You
love
know,
it.
after Wilbur got thrown out, they don't do that anymore.
I love it. I can just imagine Mike Schilt from the Cardinals after a bad call coming out with a
You
little
know,
tape
cane
recorder
and sunglasses.
with his phone going, "Here you go."
Ernie Hayes.
Dun, dun,
Ernie Hayes.
dun, dun, dun.
Ernie Hayes used to play that at the old arena when the 3 referees would skate onto the ice
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
He'd play 3 blind mice. He didn't get kicked out
No.
either.
No.
J.K. Rowling's 1997 Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, published in the UK. Later, the book was released in the United States as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It was the first book in the Harry Potter series. And in 2002, David Hasselhoff, the Hoff, checked into the Betty Ford Clinic.
Have you seen the
Had a little problem with the sauce.
Have you seen the promos for Car Week coming up on the History Channel?
No.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
they've got the Hoff.
The Hoff.
They've got Eric Estrada with his motorcycle from Chips.
Yeah.
And they've got Dirk Benedict from the A-Team. Apparently they're all going to race.
Really? I can't wait for that.
Maybe
I
as
will
good as
check
Shark
that out.
Week.
Oh, and also during Car Week, there's Chuck Norris and his awesome military vehicle. Yeah, I saw
Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
You think that's his real hair?
I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
It's 1964.
You ask him. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask him.
Boot to the head.
I'm not going to ask him.
1964, the Eagles' album A Hard Day's Night, released on this date. 77, Elvis Presley's final concert. The Colonel was there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Final concert took place at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis. He was much larger Elvis than when he had started off with the Colonel. By the way, this question that we have, the question of the day, Ken, I want you to address this because I stole this from you. I'm just saying right up front.
He
I got
says that every Wednesday.
I got a visit yesterday from a gentleman
Would you
here
like
in
me to
town.
be an agent for you?
I think you can.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, you can have a bite of my first slice
A pork burger.
pizza. I had a gentleman come in, sit down in my office, and say to me, he revisited the whole thing from about 4 years ago. And you can help refresh my memory. About 4 years ago, we weren't living here. In fact, we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of moving back to Fairfield, by the way. Yeah. Next week will be the 1 year anniversary
and
of
then
Morning
you're leaving,
Coffee.
right?
No, I'm sticking around for a little while longer at least. I'm entertained by this.
Okay.
But he came in and he reminded me about 4 years ago, there was an edict by the former mayor to get flags and other grave blankets, et cetera, off of the graves of veterans and other. And there was a famous picture in the local English newspaper that
The dumpster.
of the dumpster with American flags in it.
Oh, they had Evansville TV over here, and
And his point was, why hasn't that ever been revisited? I mean, for instance, you put flags out there during Memorial Day, right?
Absolutely.
And they used to be able to stay there through the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Now they don't, apparently. Do you remember this issue?
the ordinance is there on a huge sign as you walk in. As you
in
drive
the
or
interest
walk in.
of stirring it up.
Yeah.
It's
This was dead for
about
4 years.
what
I'm bringing it back.
What can and can't be on a grave, and it's for mowing purposes and maintenance. But it was. I'm going to dance around this one.
Oh, this is
It
good.
was. Frankly, it was out of hand on some people.
You mean they'd
Their graves,
over-decorated?
yes, and
Okay.
if you and with the utmost respect to these
What
people,
you're saying is some graves look like that house over
It-
there across from Dries on First Street.
it was just
That's a beautiful house.
Oh, it
That's
is
a
beautiful.
gorgeous house.
It's beautiful, and they
but they
decorate
just-
beautifully.
They just went crazy with it, and
So you,
they finally just said, okay,
Okay,
wait,
enough.
we've got to have some rules.
but
here.
that was a pretty bad move, putting them all in a dumpster. Come on.
But I think a lot of that was
Contrived?
embellished and contrived.
No,
and that was
you're
bad.
not-
Don't get me wrong. But they warned him.
Okay. All right. Well,
They warned him.
I came true to the gentleman who was visiting us. I brought it up. But
But
here.
I think that was an ordinance that was passed,
Yeah,
and it's
figuratively, what I did was I set for Odie Spike, and he let the ball go by.
I know.
He didn't spike it. So the question of the day is, after seeing a post on Ken Odie's Facebook page where he angered many, our question of the day, you see a badly faded and worn American flag on display at your neighbor's house. Would you, A, mention it to them, or B, ignore it? We'll give you the answer after this break.
If you like pina coladas and getting Spilled your pina colada? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker. and is 2 times more absorbent than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to getting caught in the rain. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
I'm Tiffany Haddish, and I use Groupon so much, they made me the spokesperson. It's summertime, and you gotta find your kids something to do because an energetic kid with too much free time can land you in small claims court. Luckily, Groupon has deals on movies, bowling, escape rooms, amusement parks, and all kinds of things kids love. Save up to $100 a week on what you do every day this summer, like getting those kids out of the house. Download the app and save. Groupon.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's about quality care. From routine care to acute needs, Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmi walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 7 providers and 9 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
This is Christy, and Carnaby has kicked off our Super Summer Sale. All Brighton sandals, flips, and straw handbags are 25% off. You'll find a packed rack of 50 to 75% merchandise too. With your $125 Brighton purchase, receive a free Rainbow Bright canvas tote. Come see the Carnaby girls and let us get you ready for all your summer fun. Open late on Thursdays and Saturdays till 5.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to our station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on the Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates from places like Gotzi's Restaurant, Patty's Share Magic, Simply Enough Scrubs and Stuff, and Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply. You can shop 24 hours a day and save a ton of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long these deals will last.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Supreme Court nominee Douglas Ginsburg admitted he'd used marijuana and told us,
I have today asked President Reagan not to forward my nomination to the Supreme Court.
On his third try to fill the vacancy, the president picked Judge Anthony Kennedy.
The experience of the last several months has made all of us a bit wiser.
Senator Robert Dole joined the presidential race.
I offer a record, not a resume.
Caspar Weinberger resigned as Secretary of Defense. Chicago's Mayor Harold Washington died. Roger Clemens won his second straight Cy Young Award.
I thought I had a pretty good chance at it once I won 20.
And here's what the new music sounded like.
Like a candle in the wind. Is this the love that you want? I get so emotional. This one goes out to the one I love. We'll get together. I got my mind set on you.
Okay, think it over. The answer and a little bit of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Post frame buildings continue to pop up all over the area. And at Graber Post Buildings, they've been putting up buildings for over 40 years. Garages, pole barns, storage buildings, workshops, apartments, even indoor basketball courts, and some of the most attractive commercial buildings in the state. Every job is specific and unique to your wants and your needs. Graber Post also has packages for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. So for your next building or roofing project, call for a free quote at Graber Post, 800-264-5013.
November 1987.
George Michael and Faith, the top song of November 1987. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Hey, did you go out for breakfast?
Yup, got a sausage McMuffin with egg from McDonald's, melty cheese, and a buttery English muffin. You?
Cereal. Just dry cereal.
You know, that kind of looks like what we feed the parakeet.
Yeah, it's probably why he's giving me the stink eye.
Good thing I got a McMuffin for you, too.
There's a better way to breakfast.
Get a savory sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns for just $1.50. Price and participation may vary. For a limited time, cannot be combined with combo meal.
Make a big bang this 4th of July with the best price and quality fireworks in the area for 40 years. TNT Black Cat Fireworks. Check out the new 500-gram cakes, Pickled Parrot, Dungeons of Doom, and Highfalutin. Also Zombie Blaster, Nightwalkers, Color Bombs, and Excalibur reloadables. And for the kids, Snap Pops, Snakes, Smoke Balls, and Neon Sparklers. Follow us on Facebook, TNT Sporting Goods, and Black Cat Fireworks, Mount Carmel, Indiana. Open 8:30 to 8:30, 7 days a week. Now accepting debit and credit cards. Just cross the bridge in Mount Carmel and follow the signs.
This is the story of Julie Guillot. She's a Leukemia and Lymphoma Society advocate and the mother of a child who battled blood cancer.
Zach was diagnosed with AML, a deadly leukemia, when he was only 5. While the treatment really attacked the cancer, unfortunately it also attacked his body. Uncontrollable fevers, terrible nosebleeds, and his skin was burned from the inside out. He died at just 9 years old, really from the treatment that was meant to save him.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was founded 70 years ago by parents who also lost their cancer. Today, we're pioneering breakthrough treatments for kids with cancer.
We are so close to finding better treatments for kids with cancer. So it's too late to save Zach, but working together, we can save thousands of kids just like him.
Visit LLS.org and save a child's life.
And just a quick reminder as we come back into the segment with the City Band. No City Band concert tomorrow night. It's going to be on Saturday this week.
Now, what time is that Saturday? Do you know? Well, maybe Tom can find out for us. I'm not sure. I want to remind you that...
Let me look here at my cheat sheets.
Okay, Saturday night also, Saturday during the day, they're having that big freedom celebration over in West Salem. Folks that aren't involved in the Founders Day might consider that. All of our friends over in Edwards County are pretty close right there. And that's... They've got entertainment going on all afternoon, the fireworks that evening, the Lynch Brothers, the smoke rings. If you, by the way, Beer Bones Barbecue on hand there as well. Mm-hmm. That's going to be over, and I understand the fireworks are pretty good at that thing. You've been to that before, haven't you, KO?
I have. Every year.
Every year. All right. Well, I've got free tickets. So anybody's interested, they can call in. We'd be more than happy to sign you up for free tickets to that event that's coming up on Saturday night.
842-3715. Phone number to call.
Also, I saw 3 state troopers yesterday right out in front of Bullard's, and they were pulling people over. What were they pulling them over doing? Can you know right offhand?
Probably for the violations of the law. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Are we talking about seat restraints?
Probably. I mean,
are we talking about cell phones? That's about to happen.
I don't know how many people I saw going down in Tennessee.
It's crazy.
I'm going to just tell you, I did this for a reason, and I'm sure my wife was listening to every word. I have now a setting on my phone that makes it impossible for me to answer the phone.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
Go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning. Tom Parker, that's a kind of a common name.
Yes.
And Collinsville High School had a basketball standout in the
6'6", Tom Parker played center for Virgil Fletcher.
Hey, boy, I just can't. And I vote yes on the pork burger pizza.
All right.
Well,
that's it.
He's pro.
It's done.
It's going to happen. Yeah, Tom Parker played center for Virgil Fletcher, mid-1960s. Left-hander, about 6'6".
That's impressive.
He played at Kentucky.
I'm impressed.
University of Kentucky. He played there for
Adolph
Rupp. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the call. Yes, I remember Tom Parker well.
There's your question of the day for tomorrow.
What's that?
Do you support a pork burger pizza or not?
Yeah.
I think we're going to get on this bandwagon. I think we're going to have one by the end of the day. I'm just telling you. All right, so the question of the day. You see a badly faded and worn American flag on display at your neighbor's house. Would you either A, mention it to them, or B, ignore it? The reason why...
Or C, just go over it in the middle of the night. Just take it off there.
Well, I had somebody that gave me a rough time because it wasn't a C. Guess what? On Facebook, you only have 2 choices.
Yeah. Yes or no.
Yes or no, or this. Mention it to the neighbor or do something, or ignore it. Now, you could go over and just replace it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Offered, refused.
You did?
Are you
Oh,
serious?
this is incredible. No. You offered to replace the flag of somebody that had a worn, tattered flag, and they refused your offer.
Yes, because there was a Facebook post that you should have offered. I did. So I said, hey, I appreciate you flying the colors. Love it. But that thing needs some maintenance and replacement.
Needs some loving.
And I said, I've got an extra flag at home. Be glad to take care. Nah, I'll take care of my own flag.
Ooh. There was a lot of people who got testy about this
Aren't we
post.
supposed to be the home of friendly people?
Yeah. There were people that were testy about this post, this question.
Really?
That got testy about it, about it's none of your business. Well, I'm sorry, but it does irritate me to see somebody that shows a lack of respect
Two
towards the
things that
symbol.
will get next to me right now, and that's disrespecting the flag, disrespecting a veteran. That'll do it for me. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There was a gentleman a few years ago that went around town to flag bandit in broad daylight. If you had a worn flag, that baby was coming down.
The flag bandit.
He took
I
it on
like that.
himself to. I don't recall all the details, but anyway, law enforcement became involved. But he came around, went
Because
around.
they had to
was
go up
taking
into him and say, "Stop taking people's
Yeah,
flags."
get off that roof.
Well, let's put it this way. This was interesting because I thought ignore it would be the winner, but it isn't. Almost over 160 people said they would mention it to their neighbor.
Good for
Only
them.
91 said that they would ignore it. And some of the comments, Kristen said, if it bothered me bad enough that I felt like I had a right to mention it, I would gift them with a new one instead. And that's a common theme in many of these comments. Gordy said, if they needed assistance in purchasing another one, we might be able to help.
You bet.
Suzanne said, go buy them a new one. Isn't that what neighbors do for each other? God bless America. God
You
bless
bet.
the home of friendly people.
That's right.
I'm with her.
Freda said, no, here. Yeah, Freda said there should be a third choice. I wish there would have been a third choice.
Yeah.
There's just no way I can do a third choice. Nathan said mention it and keep mentioning it until they take it down. Replace it. And if they don't, take it down and replace it yourself. I keep an extra flag put away just in case of something like this. Now, so personally, I would never, ever fly a flag that wasn't in great shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I take our flag down every once in a while, and I look at it.
I have a light on ours so that
And-
I can keep it up.
Right. And I look at it, and I go, okay, we need to get a new one. And I don't put it out until we get a new one.
Richard says, not anyone's business. Leave people alone. Maybe they don't have the money. Richard got bothered by the question.
That's fine. I respect that. If
Is-
people have the money.
is-
But
is
when
he
you're
from
offered a
Fairfield?
replacement.
Pardon?
Is he from Fairfield? Because
That's a good question.
That's not home of the friendly person
right.
attitude right there.
Right.
Richard, I can't identify from this post whether or not Richard is a local or not. But Ron pointed out to Richard that he must be a miserable person.
I like it.
Oh,
He needs a pizza.
Yeah.
He needs a
pork burger pizza.
Absolutely. I'm telling you.
I think Richard, I mean, he needs more than a pork burger pizza. He needs a hug and a role model to show him how to act.
This flag is it's,
So,
it's pretty
give him
bad.
a hug and say, you know what, we care about you. We love you, Richard.
Okay, so
But your flag just...
back to the topic at hand. Do you, I'm looking at the two of you, straight in the eye right now, do you talk on the phone in the car?
I do.
No.
When I'm
If
in
I
the
have a call, I
passenger
pull
seat.
over.
Okay, no, I'm talking about...
Okay, no.
You
no, do not.
And and here's the thing. That's the reason why I did the commentary, because I've been known to multitask.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see an important phone call about radio station business. Okay, I can't do that anymore. And I said it in a commentary, so I
you put it
wouldn't
on
be able to do
on
it
the-
anymore.
You set that you set your phone.
It
so
says
it will not disturb
I
you
will
while
not disturb
driving.
you while you're driving.
Yeah.
Yes. And
How does it know that you're driving though, and not like
Scary.
running down the street or something?
I don't know.
You know.
I can't run that fast.
Well, I know, but still, you're not taking a walk or something. How does it know that?
You know, I
you're
found out if you eat fast enough with your hands, your Fitbit thinks you're walking.
Did you let Derek borrow your Fitbit?
You missed it.
I heard about the pork chops.
You missed about the pork chops. Matt Kenny sent out here 4 pork chops. 4 pork chops after Rotary last Thursday.
And he didn't share.
They were gone in 4 minutes. He ate with both hands.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Next time we have Galen Dunn in.
Yeah.
All right. And he brings his little steak bones or potato bones or whatever they are.
They were good.
Okay. We're going to eat them all. And then tell Derek that we had them.
Or make a special one for Double D.
All right, I've got a trivia question for you.
All right. Let her rip.
The worst drivers in America by city and the best drivers in America by city. Let's see if you can get any one of the top 5 of either one of them. You've both traveled extensively.
I'd have to say worst would either be New York or Los Angeles.
Neither one in the top 5 worst.
Dallas, Texas.
Neither one in the top 5.
Wow.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
No.
Okay.
No, number 1 is Baltimore.
Really?
And Washington's number 2, so that's a terrible zone
Washington,
right there.
D.C. is terrible.
All right. Yeah. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I was just what you talked about talking on the phone while you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been known to do that. Of course, I got a headset now, but it amazes me that moron of a governor of ours son legalizing marijuana is just going to make it that much easier for people to drive around stoned to the bone, but they're worried about me talking on my phone.
Amen, brother.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I was wondering when that topic would come up because he just signed that wall yesterday, day before?
Yeah, no, yesterday he signed it. Yeah, it's we can't even, for this matter, we can't tell how toasted you are.
Yeah, well, I can just imagine.
There's no test.
I can just imagine it. Here's what's going to happen. There's somebody going to drive up to a drive. Yeah, I need a large Coke, a lottery ticket, and a dime bag.
That's right.
Oh, and a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Cop shines his light in there at night. There's got Cheeto stains all around his mouth.
Oh, we don't even have to worry about testing you. We know you got the munchies. Anyway, Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. Number 3 was the one I would have guessed, and that's Boston. I had a friend once that said, in any other city, a red light means stop. In Boston, it means lose eye contact and accelerate.
Merely a suggestion, huh?
Yeah. The best town in America to drive is Brownsville, Texas, if you can believe that. Boise, Idaho, number 2. Of the big cities, Kansas City is considered to be a good one. There's nothing close to here on either one of these. St. Louis isn't listed on either one of the lists. And so, there you go. That's that. The most expensive house in America just took a $50 million chop from its asking price on Monday.
Wow.
Taking its place.
$50 million?
Yeah, $50 million chop.
Is that one of those HGTV dream homes?
Almost all of them seem that expensive when I watch that show. I'm forced to watch it against my will. The property went down from $245 million to $195 million. It's been on the market since October. This is built in the 1930s. This opulent estate was made famous as the set of the 1960s TV series.
The Brady Bunch?
Brady Bunch?
Nope.
I'm going to say.
Monsters.
No, we're talking mansion.
Monsters, I like that one.
1313 Mockingbird Lane was the Munsters address. The Beverly Hillbillies. This is the Beverly Hillbillies mansion. $195 million. You can get it for a song now.
Oh, yeah.
Does the fancy eating table come with it and the cement pond?
And the pot passers. Remember that?
Yeah.
What a great show.
It was a great show.
Where are you now, Beverly Hillbillies? We need you.
This is called the Chartwell Mansion. It comes complete with a 5-bedroom guest house, a 75-foot cement pond, tennis court, a car gallery for 40 vehicles, and a 12,000-bottle wine cellar. Whew.
I could never amass 12,000 bottles of wine.
Me neither.
Because, unless I bought 12,000 at the time.
I think Andy Green Springs only makes, 2 flavors? apple and strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever pay more than 99 cents for my wine.
I don't know.
What's a cork?
Cork?
Corks are overrated.
I want a screw-off cork. That's what I want. Opening day of summer. Infer into this what you want to. Up to 20 inches of snow buried the high terrain of the Colorado Rockies, boosting the state's snowpack in Colorado to extraordinary levels for this time of year. The solstice flakes marked a continuation of a snowy stretch that began in January and February and lingered through spring, even before the solstice snow. It snowed on the first day of summer. The Denver Post says at this time the snowpack is 751% above normal.
So that's like Fairfield and rain.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So.
But
right.
I thought the polar bears were drowning. Not in Colorado. I don't know. There's many polar bears.
Well,
there.
that polar ice cap is trending south.
That's probably what it is. Right along the Rocky Mountains.
Yep. All right. Trivia.
All right, we got to have trivia
Who's got
questions.
trivia
You got
today?
something? I always love it when you bring trivia, my friend.
It's pretty meek and mild today. Sports trivia.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Number one, which male tennis player has won the most Grand Slam tournaments?
Okay.
Number two, which country won the first World Cup in 1930?
Oh, I know that one.
Okay.
And it's...
Number three, when did NBA players start playing in the Olympics? Number four, name the shortest NBA player at 5 feet 3 inches.
I know that one.
Number five, how many balls are in a snooker triangle?
I have no idea about
Number
that.
six, in which country was
that even a
Chinese
sport?
checkers invented? Number seven, name the tallest basketball player.
That's a trick question, by the way. The trick question is like, who was buried in Grant's tomb? Go
Right.
ahead.
Number eight, maximum number of clubs used in a golf tournament. Number nine, in 2020, who will host the Winter Olympics?
Okay.
Number 10, how many players are on a volleyball team?
On the
good
court
questions.
at one time or on the team?
On the team.
On the team. That's a little bit different.
On the team itself.
On the team that's on the court.
Oh, that's on the court.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Players on the court. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take this time out. We'll come back after we have a slice or two of pork burger pizza.
Classic Pizza and Pasta in downtown Fairfield is today's WFIW's Business of the Day. What's this mean for you? How about free pizza? That's right, free pizza. Today only order any medium pizza with up to 5 toppings at menu price at Classic Pizza and get a second medium pizza of equal or lesser value absolutely free. There's no better time than now at Classic Pizza and Pasta in downtown Fairfield. Today's WFIW's Business of the Day.
At Holiday World and Splash and Safari, we understand that with swim practice, swim meets, cheerleading camp, football two-a-days, watching your book club movie, dance rehearsals, dance recital, baseball, basketball, summer camp, soccer camp, cooking camp, you might just need a break from your summer break. So check out our world-class rides and slides for the whole family. But check out our website first for the best savings. Only at holidayworld.com.
Hi folks, it's Sandy at Gill Sales and Service. Have I got some good news for you? The classic Speed Queen washer is back. You know, the one that has a 2-speed motor with all-metal transmission. And ladies, guess what? There's no lid lock. These units are tested for 10,400 cycles and designed to deliver 25 years life expectancy in the home. It's also covered by a 3-year part and labor warranty. Come in and check out these old-style new machines at Gill Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield. We have free delivery within 20 miles and service after the sale. That's Gill Sales and Service in Fairfield.
You've stopped smoking or don't smoke. Congratulations. But you vape or chew. Hold the confetti. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Going smokeless or vaping or hookah are not substitutes for cigarettes and tobacco in general. All contain highly addictive nicotine that makes quitting for good a pipe dream. Quit and stay quit. Call 1-866-QUIT-YES from the Illinois Department of Public Health and the American Lung Association in Illinois. QuitYes.org.
Tired of high-priced service calls? At Finley's Refrigeration, I take pride in answering all calls and giving prompt, courteous 24-hour emergency service. We service all brands and will install high-quality new equipment to keep your home or business comfortable all year round. We accept all major credit cards, checks, and cash. Save yourself a lot of money and a lot of heartache today by calling or texting Finley's Refrigeration for all your cooling and heating needs at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888.
United Mutual Insurance Company and Grinnell Mutual are always keeping an eye on the future because everything they do serves a single purpose, keeping the promise to take care of their customers today and tomorrow. As they grow and innovate, finding new ways to do business and serve their policyholders that will never change. With Grinnell Mutual, you can trust in tomorrow. Contact United Mutual, your local Grinnell Mutual agent at 445-2306 today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Forecast calling for sunshine today with a high of 90. Partly cloudy tonight, low 68. Partly sunny, 88 tomorrow. For Friday, partly cloudy, high of 90. Partly cloudy, 92 on Saturday. And for Sunday, sunshine, the high of 92. Overnight low was 66. Yesterday's high of 86. Currently, humidity at 89%. Winds from the south-southeast at 4 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.11. Right now, sunshine, we've got 77 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation on this Wednesday morning.
Oh, we had all kinds of calls during the break.
We're still on.
Yeah. And the question was, first of all, does Bluetooth work? Is that against the law if you're talking to Bluetooth?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I agree. I don't think it's.
How are they going to know?
I don't think it's against the law if you're with a speakerphone, because I mean you can.
If you're holding a hands-free device.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one.
So,
the other one was
if your phone is sitting in one of those little cases, and you're talking, then that's fine.
The other one was about whether or not there will be public drinking at Founders Day. No.
The Fall Fun Fest.
Oh, Fall Fun
Fest.
Oh, I thought it was Founders Day.
I don't think that was, it was mentioned last night, but I don't see that happening in the near future.
Yeah, no.
Like a beer tent.
Yeah.
No.
There may be a pork burger pizza pavilion.
There you go. That's where you can
go.
And then the other thing was there was the mention by the Peanut Gallery of a person who stole a flag once by virtue of the fact that it was in bad shape.
Yeah.
And they got arrested.
Oh. That was in Edwards County, wasn't it?
I think that's what they said. Is that right?
News guy? Is that right?
That's
Edwards
right,
County?
Edwards
Okay.
County. Okay. So there. All the information that you'd ever want to know right here.
All the news that is news.
On the station
I'm thrilled that at least 3 people are listening.
That's true. Good point.
All right.
Just late in the hour.
So
all right, trivia.
Give us the trivia.
The Sparks trivia.
Number 1, which male tennis player has won the most Grand Slams?
How about Bjorn?
I'm going to say Andre Agassi.
No. Oh, yes, Roger Federer.
Roger Federer.
I wasn't
Okay.
programmed to listen to the Peanut Gallery.
We had an answer from the Peanut Gallery.
Number 2, which country won the first World Cup in 1930?
I'm going to say United States.
USA!
No.
No?
Wasn't?
Brazil.
According to this.
Brazil.
No.
Really?
Great
You'll
Britain?
never get this.
No idea.
Uruguay.
Yeah, you're right. I would have never got that.
See, I thought it was the USA because I always heard the USA won it because of
Mark,
the...
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but this is what the trivia
Okay.
gurus said on this one. It's on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
All right, number 3. When did the NBA players start playing in the Olympics?
1984, wasn't it?
I'm going to say 1988.
92 is
92.
correct. Shortest NBA player at 5 feet 3 inches.
Muggsy Bogues.
Correct. How many balls are in a snooker triangle?
I don't even know what snooker is. Do you know what snooker is?
I'm going to say 9.
I have no idea.
15.
50. What is snooker?
It's a form of billiards,
yeah, it
isn't
is.
it?
Okay.
Big in Europe, England. All right, number 6. In which country was Chinese checkers invented?
Like I said, I think that's I'm going to say the United States.
Great Britain.
Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Tallest basketball player ever.
Manute Bol.
Correct.
7'6".
7.
7'7".
Maximum number of golf clubs used in a sanctioned
Is that
golf
14?
tournament. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive. In 2020, who will host the Winter Olympics?
It's in South Korea.
Again? Really?
China.
China. Okay.
Okay.
Close.
I was close.
Number 10, how many players are on a volleyball team?
6.
Correct. Finish you off with an easy one there.
That was an easy one.
That was, yeah.
My goodness. We've run out of material and it's 5 minutes before 9. How can that be?
Man.
What are we gonna do?
I say we play a song.
No, we can't do that. Well, they'll kick us off of YouTube.
Disco Duck.
Oh, please don't bring that.
The
tune
theme
up.
from SWAT. We could do that.
You know, a couple of things they did mention that were coming up in upcoming
Last night
council
at the
meetings.
council meeting?
How about Camp Granada?
Maine and Delaware were going to be one lane for probably a long time.
Yeah.
Till they get this water project.
Yeah. And they're going to bore, right? They're not going to actually dig up the street,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
I think that's right. But a lot of work going to be going on there.
And that starts first part of July?
That's right.
Okay.
And that's just the beginning.
Where are they starting at? East End
July
or West
8th.
End?
July 8th.
East End or West End?
Yes.
I don't Maine
know.
or Delaware?
I don't
Where are
know.
they starting?
Don't know.
And
They didn't
then
mention
after
that.
that's done, then they're actually going to start ripping on the road, right? A year from now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to put in a new.
2021.
Well, unless we get an influx of money from all that recreational marijuana sales.
That's not going to happen.
And the gas tax.
The gas tax. By the way, I will remind you, this weekend, how many vehicles do you have? Well, if you had 2 or 3, I'd fill them up this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you betcha. Speaking of gas.
Yes.
We were down in Tennessee. $2.13 a gallon.
Yeah.
We're going north of 3 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're going north of
$2.13
See,
a
it went
gallon.
up- went up,
$2.13 a gallon makes
went up
me want to
yesterday.
drive down there and fill up.
Wow.
You know, one thing I want to comment on about the council meeting last night, there was a sense of urgency among councilmen to get Javaloo and the Victorian in a position to start making money off outside liquor sales. I mean, in public. I haven't seen that out of a council for the great length of time I've been covering it. I mean, the whole atmosphere of the council seems to have shifted.
How about your comment that got fire when you said, if you really, really want to see things change, you need to show up at the
I said,
council
well, I
meeting.
shouldn't have to. I vote. I let these people know. You need to go and see what's going on, in my opinion. Now, I certainly respect everyone else.
Yeah. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, did you guys tell them how to flag? I didn't get to listen to all the show.
Oh yeah, we did talk about flags.
Yes, we did. What did you want to know?
Okay, the American Legion guys, they do it, right?
Oh, you're talking about getting rid of flags.
Yeah, sure do.
The American Legion will take your flag and properly dispose of it.
All right.
All right. Yes.
Thanks for calling that in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
That's really important that it's done
But
properly.
Yeah.
It's important to get to these council, and I think it's interesting to know what's going on because I reported it, but you can't know the atmosphere that was going on, the discussions that were going on, and things like that. That I mean, it was actually they acted like they actually cared that these businesses get in a position to start making money off this.
Yeah,
and nobody kicked the can down the road. It was done.
Yeah, let's get this done.
Yeah.
As soon as we possibly can.
And there really, in your humble opinion, there hadn't been anybody with that kind of hair on fire.
I just haven't seen a lot of that attitude.
So you can go, Victorian on Main. When you stay there, order a pork burger pizza and have a glass of wine.
Yeah. Could be a
Wine would go with
I
pork
don't know if they're
burger
getting
pizza.
I don't know if they're getting a liquor license or not. I don't know, but they want it like if someone's having a wedding reception
Well, yeah.
there.
I think
or
you'd have to
something
have a
like
liquor
that.
license for that, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Not unless if you're not selling it. I don't think so.
You know, it's-
Oh,
I
I
don't know if
see.
it's a bring your own thing or if champagne toast or whatever, but
Well, anyway, that's
some positives there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now here's the thing. Here's your assignment between now and next week. You need to find some topics that will keep it stirred up. Ken. You think you can do that? Are you capable of that, my friend?
I don't know.
Keep track. If you're not Ken's friend on Facebook, you might want to consider that.
Yeah.
That'll get your heart pumping.
But again, everybody was civil, good discussion, meaty discussion, and there's nothing wrong with that. No name calling.
Speaking of meaty, one more time.
Pork Burger Pizza.
That's what we need. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thank you, Ken, for being here. We appreciate
pleasure.
it. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow on Morning Coffee.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. 5 showrooms, pictures, and prices at BoydFurniture.com. And follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump says he'll impose more tariffs on Chinese imports if no trade deal comes out of his meeting with China's President Xi Jinping this weekend.
Look, they